For more than 45 years, Full Sail graduates have been making their mark on the worlds of entertainment media and emerging technologies.
Then I had an amazing opportunity to go to ILM and work on episode 7, Force Awakens. There was a shot I did that was only supposed to be in the trailer. And I remember sitting at one of the first screenings with just a regular audience, and that shot came across. Everybody in the audience was like, oh, the sigh. And the goosebumps just went up my arms. I'm like, this is why I love doing this.
I'm really doing exactly what I want. This was like a future that I envisioned, but I didn't think would be possible. I don't take it for granted at all.
I remember the day we got the story pitch. I mean, I was so moved. I think everyone in the room was just shocked to think, holy crap, we get to like make this thing.
As the head audio engineer on Hamilton, being able to create something that's only going to happen once is kind of amazing to me.
Leading up to Glastonbury, where I was mixing Front of House for Kendrick Lamar, 210,000 people. It's me, my system engineer, who was actually a Full Sail grad. After the show, it was just an emotional rush.
Business is my sport. So in the same way how athletes were preparing their strategy, reading their opponent, that's exactly what I did in business. I knew when I entered the boardroom, this is match day.
I got a chance to get onto Brad's film, The Incredibles, and like that for me was like, wow, okay, this is actually really happening.
This is talking about Shallow, Record of the Year, Song of the Year. To have this where it talks about the song itself and my work with LG and Bradley, a huge moment in my career.
The inspiration for Discord really came from observing how people play games, with their friends, and the rest was history.
I love that I get to work with people and play games. It's still surreal.
There's a lead gameplay programmer position open here working on Spider-Man 2. So I tossed my hat into the ring, then the offer came.
I've worked with Britney Spears, Madonna, Usher, you name it. I think I might have touched a record or two.
This show, Game of Thrones, came along. You sort of have to stop and say, like, wow, this is what I do for a living? Like, this is amazing.
This was probably one of those moments where I was like, oh, wow, like, this is it. You can see I look like such a baby, and yet here I am in, like, the #1 market at one of the #1 stations in the country with the #1 artist.
The first night I mixed was in December of 2008, and I mixed every show from that point forward, and the band's been pretty happy, and I was really lucky. It completely changed my life.
My time at Full Sail uniquely prepared me for Google in a way that I didn't expect. This is a thing that I can do that will make a difference.
I came across Full Sail, and the second I walked through the doors, I knew that's where I had to go. Again, I go back to thinking about this kid that grew up, and I'm sitting with Madonna on the steps of the stage in New York City, preparing to take her show for a 2-year world tour.
I ended up being the facial lead on Avatar. What I found was working with a guy like James Cameron, you were teaching him things, then you were A-okay with the guy.
I always felt like being a director was an instinct. I never felt like that's something that I could learn. I always felt like it was something that I wanted to pursue, but I wanted to know the aspects of filmmaking.
To reflect back on sitting down in my basement on a computer playing with, very basic 3D software, and now to have my own studio where we get to employ people, where we have people from all over the world work here.
The Oscar goes to Dunkirk. Carrie A. Rizzo and Mark Wanagenter.
I mean, I have been absolutely privileged to work on these projects. This is the most amazing thing I could ever imagine myself doing.